Hi, thanks for watching Bum Like Books. This is Jennifer. That's Leia, my dog, sorry. That's also Tokyo, my cat. I'm doing a book haul today because it's the holiday season and I got Christmas money and Christmas presents and library books. I don't buy all the books that I read because honestly I would be totally broke. I go to the library a lot, so I'm going to start including my library books in my hauls. So the first book is from the library. This is what it is. The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, the sequel to The Name of the Wind, which I read last time, that I really, really, really loved. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time to read it, so I'm only like 100 pages in, and it's like a 1,000-page book, so it may take me a little longer to read this one, but I'm so excited about it, and so far it is meeting all the expectations. It's so good already. It's just rare for a book this size to already be so captivating. So in the first 100 pages, I cannot talk today. Neat. The second book I got at the library is Learning Not to Drown by Anna Shinoda. Very interesting cover. She's underwater in a house because there's like a window. I don't really know much about what this book is about. Even the front, the back, and the, what is that called? The flap? The flap on the inside, is that what it's called? Even that really does not offer much information at all. It says, I carefully picked up pieces of glass, scrubbed stains of red, placed thrown objects back. Imagine the house was not mine, the brother was not mine, the father was not mine, the skeleton was not mine. Allow this memory to cloud over, eclipsed by all the good memories of Luke, being kind and gentle and loving, giving myself permission to forget what Luke was capable of doing. So I have no idea what this is about, but it's interesting and I like the cover, which I know I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I do. That's all the library books. Usually I get a lot more, but since I got so many books for Christmas and that I bought so many books recently, I decided to just get two. One of the books that I got for Christmas from my husband, which I'm really excited about it. Can't believe I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to read it. Ghost at a Watchman by Harper Lee. To Kill a Mockingbird is like my all-time favorite book. I'm really, really excited to see this. There's been a lot of controversy about this book being published, that maybe Harper Lee's being taken advantage of because of her age, and the fact that why would she wait so long to publish this after all these years? Is someone doing it just to exploit her or whatever? I hope that's not the case. But I'm still really excited to read this. One book that I bought with Christmas money, Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I absolutely adore this book cover. It is so cool looking. And I really like the author's name. It just has a cool name. It seems like he would write cool books. Or she? I don't know. I don't know if Ransom is a guy or a girl name. Gender roles. So basically, I don't really know much about this either. I just know that there's some kids and there's some like weird stuff going on. Obviously, one can like float. And this kid named Jacob, he goes exploring and he comes across the crumbled ruins of the Home for Peculiar Children. And he tries to find out if they were dangerous, if they were quarantined, or if they're even still alive. Also, there's a lot of photographic evidence of their peculiarness. And I'm guessing this right here is the girl who's on the front floating, because as you can see, she's a baby and she's floating away. All through the book, there are pictures. But yeah, there's pictures all through it, which I think is really cool. I did see that this was on Audible. So I'm interested to see what they would do on Audible for all the pictures and stuff. Like, are they going to describe the pictures? Has anybody read this on Audible? Please let me know because I'm curious. The next book is Cameron and the Girls by Edward Everett. It's really short, but it seems to be really interesting. The author is a clinical psychologist, I believe. Yes, a clinical psychologist. He writes a story about living with schizophrenia. Basically, the main character, apparently, he stops taking his medications and he's suddenly, in his head, he has the perfect girlfriend. But he soon meets a real-life girl that he likes, and he's caught between the perfect girl in his head and the girl who is tangible and in front of him. So I'm really interested to see where this goes, especially since it's written by a clinical psychologist. I think he probably has a really cool perspective on this story. I know a lot of people have already read it, but I'm really excited about it, and I've actually had a request on my YouTube channel to read this. It's The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I love the cover. It's like embossed crown with blood dripping off it. It's really, really cool looking. So basically what I got from the flap of this book is that there are some people that have red blood and some people have silver blood. People with silver blood have unusual powers, but there's one person who has red blood and has superpowers. So I'll be interested to see how this book goes, and I will definitely do a review video on this since it was requested. And I'm excited to read it just because I love the cover. And I know you're not supposed to judge books by covers, but I do every time. The next book I bought was Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Young, NG. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It is about a Chinese-American family in the 70s, and the first line of the book is, Lydia is dead, but they don't know this yet. So that alone is a good way to get me hooked and to see what's going on with this book, because it sounds kind of crazy, and I'm excited to read it. It's a really light book. It's small. It's less than 300 pages, so I see this being a one-day read. It also is a notable book of the year by New York Times Book Review, so maybe it's good. We'll find out. And finally, the last book I bought was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. It is the story of a boy called Finch and a girl named Violet. I don't really know what it's about, but I looked up like the best YA books of 2015, and this was on the list. So I thought, hey, why not try it out? And I was really excited because it was like really, really on sale, and it's a hardback, and I love it when that happens. So yay, Hastings. So that is all of the books that I have for this haul. Let me know which ones you want me to read first, or if you have any suggestions for my next round of shopping, because I'm really excited to go buy more books. I actually had to stop myself from doing it today because I just love reading so much. The next video hopefully will be a book review. I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.